Welcome to Your Best Interviews. My name is Eric Smith. Thank you so much for spending the time here with me. I know that there's a lot of places you can go, and so I do appreciate you spending it here with me. What I want to talk to you about today is my best advice around writing your resume and writing a resume that's going to help you move forward in the process. So I tell this to all of my students, everyone that I'm working with that's looking to leave their job or starting their job search process. You want to write your resume to match the job description of the job that you're applying to. So this is counter to a lot of advice that's out there right now around writing your resume that accentuates all of your skills and focuses on certain maybe areas within the resume that are strong for you. I disagree. The resume is a tool for companies to quickly screen and determine who the best candidates are to move forward in the process for an in-person interview, right? And so typically a recruiter or somebody in HR is looking at your resume for about 10 to 15 seconds at most. And what they're looking for is, does your resume translate to what they're looking for on the job description? And that's it. They're looking to make sure that you are qualified on paper and visually screening that you are, in fact, qualified on paper and that they should move you forward in the process. And so you want to make their job as easy as possible. And how you do this is you tailor your resume to the jobs that you're applying to. Now, I'm going to first say that if you're applying to different industries, so let's say you're applying to sales, marketing, customer service, you should have a different resume for each industry that you're applying to. What you want to do is narrow down where your experience fits for the types of jobs in each one of those industries. So if you're applying to an entry-level sales job, you have a resume that is tailored to entry-level sales jobs. And if you look at the job that an entry-level sales job across 100 companies, those job descriptions are going to look extremely similar because they're all looking for the same type of skills and requirements and responsibilities. And it's all going to be, that's why you're going to see the same job description that looks almost identical across hundreds of companies. But you can tailor your resume one time for an entry-level sales job, and you become all of a sudden a really, really qualified candidate on paper for that entry-level role. Same with marketing, same with customer service. It's the same with any job that you're applying to across industries. Is once you've narrowed that down and figured out what you want to be applying to, then you want to find out where your qualifications and experience fits for what job within that industry, and then start looking. I would recommend look at 10 different job descriptions, all with the same job title across 10 different companies. And what you're going to see are these patterns of keywords, responsibilities, requirements, and those are the things that you want to pick out and make sure that you are focusing on in your resume. So you're writing your resume and tailoring it to the jobs that you want and that you're going after, right? So you're tailoring your resume to these job descriptions, because when it gets in front of a recruiter, what they're looking at in that 10 to 15 seconds is to make sure that job titles align and that those keywords, your previous experiences, align with what they're looking for, right? So make their job really easy by writing your resume to fit job descriptions that you're applying to. Now, I am absolutely not saying, and I never ever would say, lie in your resume. That is the number one way to get removed from the interview process, but more importantly, to become blackballed across an industry, because recruiters all know each other, right? So if you apply with a false resume and they spot that, recruiters change jobs or they know people at different companies, and that can stay with you and eliminate you from so many different roles. And if you end up going to a different company and they find out that you lied on a resume in a past company, that could get you terminated as well. So absolutely do not lie in your resume. What you want to do is tailor your experience, wrap all of your experiences and requirements or previous experiences to jobs that you're applying to. And if you don't have any overlap, that's okay, right? But you want to make sure that you're tailoring what you do have, where your skills are, what your experiences are, as closely as possible, and mirror some of those keywords where you can, to the best of your ability. And again, if you absolutely don't have those experiences that they're looking for, leave it off. That's okay. Keep in mind, there's going to be a lot of people applying that don't have that, but it's just really good for you to make sure that you are focusing keywords, job titles, where it's relevant into your resume. It's going to increase your odds of actually moving forward and making sure that your resume is as relevant for them when they're scouring and trying to look through hundreds of resumes for the best qualified candidates. You're just making their job easier. So that's what I would recommend is resume mirroring. Look at multiple job descriptions for the job that you're applying to. Tailor your resume around those type of keywords and job titles to make sure that you are as relevant as a candidate as possible for every company that you're applying to. Hopefully this was helpful, guys. If this was helpful, hit subscribe. I drop 2 videos every week. My advice is all focused and centered on tactical information at every step in the interview process. My goal is to help you put your best foot forward in getting the job that you really want. I also have an entire comprehensive course to help with tactical information across every area of the hiring process. So check that out as well. I appreciate you guys spending the time here, and I will be dropping more videos shortly. Thanks, guys.